What's going on? This your boy Gangstalk Talk with AJ, and I'm back with another video. So in this video, man, I want to talk about the three things that made me feel comfortable about telling my story on gang stalking and giving my experiences, just being an open book. And if you're into thought-provoking content like this, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. So me being comfortable with telling it is a myriad of factors. So the first one is therapeutic. It's peaceful. So opening up about my story after so many years of suppressing what I was going through, and it's been therapeutic just turning on this camera and being able to talk, in front of this camera, looking at myself. It's like, okay, I'm looking at a reflection of myself, but I'm also releasing many years of suppression. And if you know, like, when you suppress so much, it can lead to you exploding and doing something that's not really you, that's not in your character. And we've seen instances of that recently with people that's being gang stalked, or whether they harm somebody else or self-harm, and that's not healthy, to suppress things. So me opening up, like telling, saying my story or whatever, it allowed me to it allowed me the opportunity to be able to just be able to interact with people and just get it all out. It feels good. And that's why, like, because as you know, like, with this whole thing, it's like a lot of these people, they don't even like each other. So when they group up and gang up to stalk you, it's a group of people that don't even know each other themselves, and then if they do, they don't like each other. They just share the same common quote unquote dislike for you, just based off manufactured lies and manufactured problems that they're trying to create for you. And a lot of this stuff is manufactured, man. And that's why I get on here and I feel good, giving people advice and, motivating people, encouraging people to keep going, because, there's there are a lot of channels that are talking about it. And there are a lot of channels that are giving you advice as well. And there are a lot of people that are, showing what they're going through. All of that's needed in the community. What I really don't like about some like a channel or two in this community, it ain't all of them, because most of them I rock with the long way. But there are just two channels that, in particular, when they try to downplay what you go through, and that kind of makes me feel violated, because I've been dealing with this for 14 years. You're not going to try to tell me and what I'm not dealing with just because I haven't filmed it for 14 years. So that right there is just a next level of disrespect. But it is what it is. People are going to be people. So people think that you're supposed to experience the stuff they go through, and if you're not experiencing what they're going through, then you're not. Then your experiences are invalid. But anyways, that's the first thing. It was therapeutic for me to be able to talk about, my experiences with gang stalking, for sure, and it's brought me, peace. And two, I want to be able to give advice for people that, new TIs, and people that's, that hasn't found out that they're being targeted, or people that is being targeted but they're struggling with it, with dealing with the day-to-day things that they have to deal with, because everybody doesn't have the same mindset and approach to being gang stalked. There are some people who react to everything. There are some people who are in a confusion state right now, not really understanding what's going on. There are some people that's in that state to where they're either from the confusion or to the acceptance, like, and then to the thriving, the overcoming. There's multiple states, and I got a video on that, the 4 stages of gang stalking, if you want to check it out on my channel. I may, if I remember, leave a link in the description of this video for that video. Watch that video, come back to this one. But yeah, I love to, like, give advice, to people, who need it, because somebody that's been dealing with this so long, I can tell you the ebbs and flows that came with it. Like, there's never will be 2 days that'll be the same. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes, there's days where it may be mild, but it's gonna happen every day, for sure. There may be days where it's gonna be mild. There may be a month it's gonna be mild, but I can tell you what, there's gonna be a lot more times it's gonna be rough for you than it is gonna be none at all. So, very, very rarely do I have any mild days nowadays. And it's been like that. It's been that way for consecutive years now. But the reason why I'm able to keep my head up is because I found healthy ways to be able to cope with being gang stalked. So I don't really let it affect me, like they wanted to. And in spite of what their efforts to take me down and keep me, down on a certain level, I just been thriving and going, in spite of that. And that's what my channel is about, is to be able to give people hope. And because it's very lonely, being targeted is very lonely. It's a very lonely feeling, a very lonely, experience, and everybody literally turns on you. So being able to be that voice, in this community with a lot of others that's in this community, doing great, and being able to, give hope, to TIs out there and the people that are trying to, that are possibly targeted or, victims of being targeted, just giving them, advice on what to expect and, what, maybe they don't know yet. So maybe they're trying to figure it out. So it's just good to be able to be a part of, helping others, deal with being gang stalked. So, and I felt like this is my calling, because I really have so much knowledge and game to give from just my personal experience dealing with this. And your experience can be a lesson for someone else. You know what I'm saying? It's a great teaching, you can teach somebody how to be, and what to do and how to act. And, everybody's different, but all you can do is just give them the game, and they can chew out the meat, spit out the fat, whatever the case may be. But my experiences can be somebody else's, can help somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are people out there that are probably thinking about doing something to themselves or to somebody else, and they come across my video and the others in the community that, do content, and sometimes it can be like just kind of have a confirmation on what you're going through, or somebody can be just doing something as simple as just making you feel like there's hope for what you're going through. And I say education in the mind is a terrible thing to waste. So you got to keep your mind focused on what's important, and keep your mind focused on, positive things. Because if you consume yourself in being targeted and the negative sides of being gang stalked, because it's negative, it is negative. We're not going to go there. We're not going to say, it's not. But we're going to, if you got to consume like the positive things, of life, whatever you want to do with your life, you should focus on that. And don't think about, everything the chaos that's going on around you, And that's kind of what the mindset I want to bring to people on this channel. I don't want people to be, their mind to be consumed with being stalked and harassed and all this all day. Because when you start like focusing on that and keying in on that, you're neglecting the things you should be focused on, You're neglecting the things that you're focused on, and that's their goal. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to lead into number 3. I want to motivate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to motivate people to be able to still chase their dreams. And 2 and 3 can be tied together, but motivation is just like, I want people to understand that you still have a life, man. Like, you still have this life to live. Because regardless of you being a TI and them being gang stalkers, we all get this life one time. So, yeah, you may have been, your deck of cards may be a little bad right now, but You got to play them motherfuckers regardless. So if you play that hand to the best of your ability, sometimes you may be close to folding them, but you better hold them and keep going and keep pushing forward and persevering out here, man. Don't let these people take you off your square. You know, we all got the same 24 hours in the day. They spend it worried about us. You spend it worried about you. You know what I'm saying? For real. Get out here and grind. Whoever don't mean you well. Don't pay them no never mind, man. But focus on what's best for you. Focus on grinding on being the best version of yourself. The hell with what they think. The hell with them. You know what I'm saying? Growth 1% at a time, every day. You want daily growth. You know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere. And they're trying to put you at the bottom, but don't let them. Don't let them. Keep your head up and keep working. Every time they try to put you down, you get up and you keep going. It don't matter how many of them is it. They know your potential. And I've said this over and over again. They know your potential. That's why they're stalking you. They know what you're capable of. They know that you're not an NPC like them. You're not with the status quo like the rest of them. So that's why they got to try to make things hard for you. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Being uncomfortable got me comfortable. And that's what they don't understand. They made me uncomfortable in these jobs. And you know what it did? It made me go out and get comfortable doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Being uncomfortable in these environments, it grew me. It made me stronger. It mentally put me in a space where, you know what? F these people around here. I'm gonna go do this anyway, and I'm gonna succeed at it, and I'm gonna go do what I gotta do in spite of them. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these people be, you know what I'm saying, your end all be all, because they want to disrupt your movement. They want to disrupt your growth. That's their goal. And you can't let them do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't let them do it. So get up. I understand if you're watching this video right now, wait till the end of the video. But get up, plan your day, and get up and grind. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to school and you know what I'm saying, build your education, you know what I'm saying, do it. If you want to not be a big back like me, go to the gym. But if you want to like seriously, go to the gym. But if you want to if you have a goal in mind in life, you know what I'm saying, do that. And in the meantime, if you got children, spend time with your kids. Like, be the best parent you can be to your kids. If you don't have children, love on yourself. You know, make yourself feel good. You know, in healthy ways. You know, read some books. Stoicism. Find peace. Like, whatever brings you peace. Like, even if it's drawing, reading, writing a book, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever brings you peace. Video games. You know what I'm saying? Whatever brings you peace and just changes your mind. You know what I'm saying? Your mindset. Shift your mind from all of the time worried about what people think about you and worried about thinking about gang stalking all day and night. You know what I'm saying? Just don't pay attention to it. Let them lie. Let them tell all the lies they want about you know what I'm saying, targeting you. Let them lie. Because at the end of the day, you know what's going to come of it? Nothing. You didn't break a law. You didn't commit a crime. You didn't do anything. So there's no need to focus and worry about things that you can't control. And unfortunately, us as TIs, we can't control this gang stalking stuff, man. But you know what we can control? Our actions. You know what we can control? The things that we do to make sure that we my bad, it's somebody right here. We can control the things that makes us, you know what I'm saying, not crash out. You know what I'm saying? We can control our emotions. We can control our actions. We can control our next move. We can control our goals, our future. Well, you still have control of that. They want to take that away from you psychologically to doubt yourself. They want you to doubt your abilities to be able to make progress in life. They want to impede that. They want to slow that down by any means necessary. That's all it is. You grow mentally, emotionally. They can't spiritually. They can't F with you, man. They can't. At that point, you're untouchable, bro. They can still try to stalk you. None of it will matter because it won't mean much. Their efforts in gang stalking. That's why when I'm driving, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing my thing. When they see me out being productive, making money, doing all this stuff, I get a lot of snarling, like they're looking at me crazy because they're desperate, bro. They're trying to find things that's gonna stick. A lie. They keep lying, keep making up stuff in order to keep people motivated and engaged with gang stalking me and gang stalking you. But it ain't working. It ain't working. I figured them out. I figured out everything they do. I figured it all out. You can't affect me. You cannot affect me at all. I don't care what I'm going through personally. You won't affect me. And that's my purpose over here. Don't let these weirdos affect you. You don't know them. They don't know you. And the stuff they know, they claim to know about you, it's lies. And if they do have information on you, more than likely they got it from people that know you. But at the same time, is it anything bad? Probably not. More than likely not. We ain't perfect individuals. They not perfect. They not even perfect. But don't let these people keep you down. Don't let these people bring you down to their level, because that's where they want you. They're the lowest of the low, and they want you down there. They know you have the potential to be up here, but they want you down here where they at. So keep elevating, keep climbing that ladder, and to get up here where you belong, above them. They supposed to be in your rear view because they're low lives, man. They don't have any goals or any long term, you know what I'm saying, aspirations. Their short and long term aspirations. Their short term aspirations is to sabotage everything you have going, but their long term aspirations is to get you up out of here. And you can't let them do neither. You can't let them do neither. So if you're watching this video, keep going. You woke up this morning, you got a chance to figure it out. You here right now watching this video, I want you to get up, grind, grow. It's your boy Gangstalk Talk with AJ. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. And y'all stay prayed up, keep God first. And remember, nobody can stop you but you. Peace.